Hi, healthy subscribers. Welcome to another episode with me. And today we'll be talking about something so interesting. And today's topic is based on your brain. If you are this type that used to forget small things, you forget easily. What if it has to do with the food you eat? So today I'll be telling you 5 food that actually damage your brain that you don't know. So number 1 is instant noodles. That's a quick food, like when you just come back from work, you just quickly prepare it. You don't know you're damaging your brain little by little. Why? Because it actually contains a preservative that actually causes neuroinflammation in your brain, and this impairs the memory and in turn affects your brain. And that's why you tend to find out that small thing you're forgetting, and at times you even have a blank memory. You can't even remember things for a moment. It could be what you're eating. And number 2 is soda drink. I know most of us are guilty of this soda drink. At least it has 0 sugar. At least I'm not taking it every day. Yes, you are not taking it every day, but that little you're taking is actually causing harm to your brain. In what sense? It contains a kind of sweetener known as aspartame that breaks down and disrupts the serotonin in your brain, which is usually associated with your cognitive performance, and this affects the way your brain functions. Let's not just say, oh, soda drink, I shouldn't take soda drink because of sugar. Yes, because of sugar, and because of that sugar affects your brain. And the third one is margarine. Margarine can be found in a lot of things we eat, like in your snacks, and that's why it is not good to take all of these things often. Like when it becomes a kind of habit, you're causing damage to your brain and not just your body alone, because margarine is a kind of trans fat that is dangerous to the brain. The fat strains the hippocampus, which is responsible for learning and memory, and in turn it affects the way your brain functions at the long. And the fourth one is sugary food. Eat a lot of carbs without complementing it or balancing it with appropriate protein or whatsoever. You take a lot of like sugary things, anything like sugary, you are always found there. You are causing your brain so much damage, in the sense that consuming a lot of sugar will spike your blood sugar, and that in turn would affect your brain, because that supplies blood to the brain, and if there's a lot of sugar in your blood, it actually affects the brain functionality, and this causes brain fog, in the sense that you start feeling like you can't clearly remember things. Your brain just goes blank for a moment. You are confused. You can't even make right decisions. This could be as a result of your constant intake of sugar, and so you should please stop taking a lot of sugar. It's not necessarily the refined sugar. It could be found in any of your diet. When you consume food that contains a lot of sugar, then you should know that you are causing your brain so much damage. And then the 5th one is processed meat. Corn beef, hot dog, sausage. A lot of us are guilty of this. I'm guilty of this as well, but I have stopped that. And you too should also stop. What should you take? Yes, please, if you at all want to take all of this, don't make them a constant thing. Don't make it an habit to consume a lot of those things, because those things contain some addictive that causes damage to the brain. Like it disrupts the activities of the brain and causes the brain to break down at the long run, and then you start beginning to realize that you are losing your memory. You forget things so easily. You can't concentrate. You are mentally stressed. This is as a result of some things you are actually taking, and you should take note of. And then the last but not the least is alcohol. Don't take alcohol. You think maybe it's all about spirituality. It's more about your health as well. When you consume a lot of alcohol, it tends to shrink your frontal cortex, which is responsible for memory, and that's why you find out that a drunkard can't think appropriately, have problems with their focus. Like they can't just focus, they can't just take the right decision, because of the consumption of a lot of alcohol tends to reduces brain volume. It might not happen now, but at the long run it tends to happen. A lot of us will be like, I've been taking this and I don't have issues. Wait till when you grow older, and you don't want to wait when you grow older. When you start having some conditions, you now start getting worried. When you are supposed to enjoy your life is when you are now taking care of your body, and that's why they say prevention is cheaper than cure. So please today I hope you'll be able to take note of this and reduce your consumption of this food that damages the brain. Number one, instant noodles, sugary food, soda drinks, alcohol, processed meat, and margarine, of course, which is high in trans fat. An example of that are popularly your snacks, your overused vegetable oils. Yes, and this is one thing you should also take note of. Whenever you make use of vegetable oil to fry something, please don't reuse it again. Again, someone will be saying, oh, then what should I use this for? You can actually fry your meal with little quantity of what you need to fry at that moment, so it is not a waste. I hope you were able to learn something today. Please remember that some food you consume might actually be affecting your brain, and today you want to change that habit of eating those food that would affect your brain at the long run. Thank you. Please like, share, and make your comment. I'll be expecting to see your comments in the comment section. Bye.